Would you like to work with Ranbir Kapoor?
Yes, I would like to work with Ranbir Kapoor.
How will you define your ideal boyfriend?
कि मतलब बस काम में इतना फोकस देना है ना कि मतलब बॉयफ्रेंड नॉन एग्जिस्टेंट हो तो बेहतर है.
There were few scenes where you had to interact with Sajjad, but Akshay sir was not there.
Akshay Kumar is a tall man. तो मैं यहाँ भी देख के नहीं बोल सकती. I have to have an eyeline there. So I think that was actually the hardest part.
Can you please tell Anand ji and Himanshu ji to come up with a sequel?
मैं सच बोलूँ ना तो if there's anything in my life I want to do again, it is the shoot of Atrangi.
Sara, हमने कुछ fan questions लिए हैं and let's see what your fans are saying. So this is Prangan from Bangladesh. There were few scenes where you had to interact with Sajjad, but Akshay sir was not there. These scenes seem to be really, really challenging. How would you describe shooting for these scenes? I love you a lot.
It was challenging. I think more than anything, what was challenging was holding the eyeline. Because मतलब ये नहीं है ना कि मैं कहीं भी देख के अपने आप से बात कर सकती हूँ. One is that you're really believing that you're talking to somebody, which is of course what I have to do. But if I'm imagining कि Sajjad है and Akshay Kumar is a tall man, तो मैं यहाँ भी देख के नहीं बोल सकती. I have to have an eyeline there. So I think that was actually the hardest part, but Anandji really did help with that.
This is Grishma from Mumbai. Words cannot describe how much I loved you in Atrangi Re. Rinku ruled like she should, and I'm proud of you, Sara. Is there a genre that has your attention particularly and in which you would love to do a movie or a series in?
I think that I want to be able to do every kind of genre. The one thing that this film has done is made me greedy to do films with meat and roll and opportunity and layer and nuances and all of that. But मुझे हर तरह की फिल्म करनी है, लेकिन अगर एक चुननी हो तो मुझे एक पीरियड फिल्म करनी है.
This is Muku from India. How you mentioned that Vidya ma'am called you after Atrangi Re. Are there any other reactions, particularly from within the industry, that motivated you or made you happy? How are you processing all of this? We are so happy for you and love you so much.
Some really nice messages. I mean, it would be unfair for me to just name one or two, but some like really, really nice messages. And I think that people are just being, it's weird to say for yourself, but I think overall I'm just like very, very humbled by just a lot of love that I'm receiving.
Arfa from Pakistan. Hi Sara, do you like poetry? Which poet is your favorite? And this is for you. जो उनकी आंखों से बयान होते हैं, वो लफ्ज शायरी में कहाँ होते हैं? वाह, अच्छा है, not bad.
Very Ghalib like, na? Ghalib I like.
Raya है आपकी fan. Hi Sara, love Atrangi Re, but I now want to see more of Vishu and Rinku and their Atrangi married life. Can you please tell Anand ji and Himanshu ji to come up with a sequel? That's a good question.
It's not a question. It's my innermost emotion. I want the same thing.
That will be interesting as well. That will be very interesting.
Honestly, I'm not just saying this for the sake of it. I have now given so many interviews about Atrangi. But मैं सच बोलूँ ना, तो if there's anything in my life I want to do again, it is the shoot of Atrangi. The amount of pure joy, contentment, excitement, happiness that this film has given me. मतलब मैं तो बार-बार यही film करती रहूँ.
Of course. No, I think it definitely makes sense. This is another good question. This is Ash from Kerala. All the questions are good. This one is very interesting. Hi, Sara. In your 5-film-old career, do you have that one breakdown scene where you felt you are emotionally drained, but you have to give your 200% to make it perfect?
I think that as an actor, the one thing that I'm proud of is that I give my 100% to every scene that I do. Sometimes it connects, sometimes it doesn't connect. Sometimes my 100% is better than my 100% on another day. But I think that what Anandji made me do for the climax of Atrangi stands out specifically. Because वहाँ पे कोई actor नहीं था. क्योंकि green screen था and everything was imagination. So it was all a flashback, VFX, imagination. It was a lot. So I think that that's the time where, as an actor, Of course, every scene is challenging. Hamesha action reaction par khilna padta hai, but somewhere having an actor in front of you to feed off is definitely a little bit easier than pure imagination, which is what the climax of Atrangi was. So that was a little bit tricky, but I think Anandji held my hand through it like he did with everything else. But yes, that was a scene that I think I gave my everything to. Matlab, I'm actually sobbing in the scene.
So you mean to say the railway platform scene was
Yeah.
on green screen?
Yes.
All right. Okay. This is from Kashmir. What movie can you watch over and over without ever getting tired of?
I think Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham.
This is Anisha from Guwahati. Hi, Sara. I've been a big fan of your interview since I saw you for the first time on Bollywood Hungama. I love how spontaneous, quirky, fun, and real you are. Also love Rinku. If given a chance to redo something in life, what would it be?
Redo something in life. Honestly, like, it's a kind of a resolution. I don't know how much I'll be able to live up to, but as somebody that has a problem with overthinking, I'm trying my best to just like understand and internalize कि जो हो गया वो हो गया, you know, और आप actually कर नहीं सकते. So what's the point of thinking?
This is interesting. Hello, Sara ma'am. This is Dave. I have two questions for you. Would you like to work with Ranbir Kapoor?
Of course.
How you deal with failures and negative aspects in your life?
So yes, I don't know why these questions have been put together, but yes, I would like to work with Ranbir Kapoor, and well, I deal with failures and successes the same way in my life. I think that they're part and parcel of life, and just one has to look at it as, you know, होता रहेगा, उससे सीख मिलती है, लेकिन उससे रुकना नहीं है, ना सर झुकाना है, ना नाक ऊंची करनी है, बस take it in your stride and keep going.
That's wonderful. This is Vignesh from Chennai. Down the line, can we expect a straight Tamil film starring Sara Ali Khan?
I would love to. If given the opportunity, why not?
Hi, Saradi. I'm from Kota. This is Abhilash Sarthi. I love your performance in Atrangi Re. I don't know why, but before exam, whenever I watch your films, my exam अच्छी ही जाती है. मेरी एग्जाम अच्छी ही जाती है. 2018 से ऐसे ही हो रहा है. Thanks for coming to films.
Thank you very, very much.
This is Pallavi Tade from Pune. I'm Pallavi from Pune. Which actress you really look up to, and how will you define your ideal boyfriend?
You know, these two questions that they're asking have no relation with one another, but never mind. So I think an actress that I really look up to, I think from our generation, it would be Alia Bhatt. So Alia. And boyfriend, honestly, I don't mean to sound cliche, but right now one is so focused on trying to make up for all the lost time because of COVID कि मतलब बस काम में इतना focus देना है ना कि मतलब boyfriend non-existent हो तो बेहतर है.
Boyfriend non-existent ho to better hai. All right. And Sara, I have a bit of a surprise for you. There's a fan. He's a friend of mine. His name is Vindesh. He's there in this Zoom call, and he just wants to say a hi to you. Vindesh, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, thank you, sir. Hi, Sara ma'am. How are you?
Hello, Ji. Please don't call me ma'am. कैसे हो आप?
I'm good. Thank you. So I was very curious when मैं आपको देखा and all everything, and the thing which I like about you is more like your confidence and the way you smile, basically. मतलब very bindas personality.
You know, ऐसे आप कर रहे हो तो smile करने का मन भी किया, but ऐसा लगा कि करना भी पड़ा.
I'm a bit nervous as well, but at the same time, I'm very excited to talk to you. And it is very weird, but आपका जो मेरे को in a funny way, जो आपका funny rhymes जो रहता है काफी hit है, वो मतलब मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लगता है. The one I remember is like with Akshay Kumar आपने किया था. You look waha and Akshay Kumar is yaha, and that was like, it was very funny in a way.
Where he was Shah Jahan. I remember.
Yes. I saw it a very long time back, but looking at the interview and like after बातचीत चल रहा था, I just remember that line. And the more like I think what people like me and others fan of yours like about is you is or are inspired by you is with because of your I guess the transformation, your confidence, and the way you are basically. Like you're very much bold. You have no filters. मतलब वहाँ पे as in you're very upfront and you just the way you are. Simple as that. That is what
Thank you.
I and others love
Wow,
about you.
wow, that was very well said. And he is so shy. He's saying, I will be tongue-tied in front of her." All right, so thank you,
Yes.
Bindesh, and thank you
Thank
very
you
much,
so much.
Sara, for finding time for us from your
Thank
busy schedule
you.
in Indore, and all the best wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations once again.
Bye. Bye.